Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Sleepy Celestial. Now guys, let's get right into this. I am your host. So guys, we are going to be continuing our track and field US Championship Outdoor Championships, Road to Tokyo. Now we are kicking off the men's final of the 110 meter hurdles. Kicking off the lane assignments, we have Jacob Trupp. We also have Torup. And we have Jacovian Scott, Jamar Marshall. We have Dalen Beard, Jamel Britt, Cornell Tench, Trey Cunningham, Davion Wilson, and Kendrick Smallwood. So guys, these are going to be the men's for the lane assignments for the finals for the 110 hurdles. Now, I'm going to predict that before we kick it off, Trey Cunningham, Cordell Tinch, as well as Davion Wilson, I think they definitely going to be one of those closers for the race. But, you know, I could be wrong, like I said. But without further ado, let's go.
Medalist in 2008, very proud. He's run 13:02 and was a runner-up to Trey Cunningham on the Diamond League circuit back in June.
The world champion, Grant Holloway, ran the semifinal.
And I forgot to say that Grant Holloway doesn't have to run because he's the defending champ, but he could only run one of the heats or the semifinals.
Final round.
All right.
Yesterday, Cordell Tinch told me that he was expecting Grant not to run the final, and they were matched up next to each other in the semifinal and wanted to make a statement, and Tinch beat him.
And looked over at him like Noah Lyles did to Kenny Bernard.
Without any shoving involved.
Except that part.
But like I said, if Cordell Tinch as well as Trey Cunningham and some of the other heavy hitters are in this race, this is going to be a challenger for Grant Holloway. But let's see. All right.
110 meter hurdle final. Dylan Beer with a start. Also Cunningham as they race for a spot on Team USA. As in the middle of the track, they're down.
Cunningham
but it is also Tinch. And on the inside, Jacoby Tharp, the NCAA champion.
A 13:02. Damn.
On this track in June. And Tharp is going to win, and look at the time, 13:01. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacoby Tharp.
What is it about these youngsters today?
I love when people.
Down, but it is also.
That was a valid anger crash out. Let's watch this thing. The way Tarp was in lane 1, we know Tinch was gonna be out. But that youngster though, listen, there's something that's going on, especially this generation. When these kids win, especially in this generation, they put all of your confidence down. It's like you didn't do shit. Like, this is crazy.
Nothing involved.
Except that part.
Look how he got out.
10 meter final. Dylan Beer with a nice start. Also Cunningham as they race for a spot on Team USA. As in the middle of the track, they're down, but it is also Tinch. And on the inside, Jacoby Tharp.
Tinch got it, but it's the way the youngster got that though.
The NCAA champion on this track in June. And Tharp.
Jacoby Tharp.
Is going to win, and look
you know, it's cool that this generation can make a name of themselves just by not caring. Like the way he just ran that shit, it just did not care about the consequences. That's a scary athlete.
13:01, ladies and gentlemen, Jacoby Tharp.
What is it about these youngsters today? And now just out of nowhere, the NCAA champion. We've been saying all week, maybe the collegians can hang on. to their fitness because the NCAA was so long ago. Well, Jacoby Tharp just pulled one of the biggest upsets of this meet, relegating Tinch and Beard to second and third. And he did it from the inside lane, lane 1. Look at the top of your screen. It's the lean that gets you your position.
He almost out-leaned Tinch. Look at this, guys. He almost out-leaned Tinch. Mind you, Tinch is right behind, like, what's his name? Grant Holloway. I'm not sure if they train together, but these new faces, these new youngster faces, athletes, they're not playing. The way he almost beat the damn Trey. He whooped the shit out of Trey Cunningham. He didn't even let Trey Cunningham breathe. Like, he edged it out so far you could only see his leg, the second back of his leg. That's crazy. That's crazy work.
By Cordell Tinch, it was not enough to keep Tharp at age 19 from being the U.S. national champion in the 110 hurdles. Let's get another look at the race.
That was insane.
Gun to tape. Look at lane 1. Everybody in the middle.
He almost edged out everybody. Not only he has energy. Now I'm assuming he ran like 2 or 3 rounds before this, which means this kid has more energy than some of the veterans here. Like, Trey Cunningham is a veteran. Tinch, I'm not sure if I've seen him too much, but he's also a veteran. There's a lot of veterans here and some of the youngsters. I think those 4 men are veterans, and I think the other athletes are like NCAA athletes. But damn.
There's fighting in the middle. There's Cunningham and Tinch and Beard, and nobody's paying attention to the inside. He actually has time to take a glance inside and realize, I'm on my way to the national championship. So the collegian, the NCAA champion, is going to Tokyo at age 19 as the national champ, both collegiately and on the senior level for the United States.
Damn. All right. Damn. Jamal Bratt got disqualified. Damn. And you know what's crazy? Some of these times could have won an Olympic champion medal in the past. So you could definitely see evolution of track and field is happening. People are running faster. People are running much, much faster. So Jacoby Tharp has 13:01. Cordell Tinch has 13:03. And Donnell Brid got 13:04. And then Trey Cunningham has 13:10. And then everybody else is under 25, 27, 28, 53. That's insane. That is insane. But like I said, this is what it means to be the toughest team for a reason. The U.S. always put a great show when it comes to making sure who's gonna win, because it may not be the same pick from last year. Now, if you're not a dominant runner, you're not gonna see too much of it would be mostly from like injury, but this is insane. But like I said, congratulations to Tharp, congratulations to Cordell Tinch, and congratulations to the youngin Dalen Beard. Congratulations for edging out Trey Cunningham. That's crazy. But thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys kicking off the 400 meters men's and women's, and then we will do the hurdles last. I think the 2 hurdles, we'll see if we could add the 2 hurdles. Thank you guys so much. This means so much to me than you think. It's been a couple of days here. It's a bit rough to not have social media, but I'm making my best. So like I mentioned before, I can't stress this enough. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the video. I will gladly read them and reply to you guys, because as of right now, I currently doesn't have a social media where I could interact with you guys more. So the best way I could interact is you guys leaving comments on the videos, so that way I can interact with you guys better. Like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.